there, Justice 3 Gaming, and welcome back to another daily dose of gaming with me, Justice, and today's game is Marvel Strike Force, and it's time to see what's going on today in RTA, where I quickly go over the current bannings and show you the team that I came up with to kill all of my dailies and most of my weeklies, and hopefully we're going to have some fun doing it. Now, beforehand, I always play this team about 100 times or so before determining whether or not this is a good enough team to show you guys. And so if you haven't been on the show before, what I do is I go ahead and I show you the comp, I explain why I chose this team, and we go through about 10 runs to see how legit this team actually is. Now, the team that I came up with got me about 95%, but I am actually on a win ratio. But I'm going to put that opinion aside, because as I was going through and getting these matches, I was actually getting a really good number of matches that were like in the 20,000 range, which is extremely odd, and the matching behavior for RTA just wasn't very favorable in a way of testing out a team comp. But the bigger teams that it did come up with were pretty formidable, and came up with a really good strategy. I thought I had a really good handle on what I wanted to do this time around, but you know, just like you should be doing, you should mix things around, making sure that you are solving problems that are current and regular in RTA and coming up with a comp for it. So here is the current bannings. We are dealing with a trait banning of support and bio, and that eliminates a really big chunk of the roster. So the purpose behind that is to make sure you're staying creative in your theory craft when you're coming up with teams. Although I am starting to develop this sense of RTA, just like you do in any of the other modes in Marvel Strike Force, where there are some pretty good strategies or behaviors that you want to be aware of while you're playing. Now, moving on to the character bans: Baron Zemo, Kestrel, Thanos, Silver Surfer, and Gamora. These traits are starting to become really regular. Like some of these characters right here, they're supposed to be here to try to level the playing field so that nobody's getting an advantage over another. But I think in RTA right now we've reached a level where it's not really happening so much anymore. But the problem that I foresee in this current list is I'm seeing these names too much, and that's not what you want in RTA. But they might have a purpose behind it, but my greatest hope is that the developers are not being lazy, as in, let's just put these characters there and boom, we're done. Is it supposed to be a random list, or are you supposed to put the most used characters that don't cause a lot of creative thinking? I don't know. But let's go over the team that I came up with. And this is it right here. Ultimately, what I really wanted to do was come up with a really big speed team. Now, before this team composition came to be, I actually put Captain America Sam in the mix of this. And in the current standings, with Weapon X characters popping in, Cersei and Eternal coming in, very, very powerful characters. They actually have started mixing up things to the point where Captain America Sam in the current bannings doesn't work as well as I was hoping it would. And so instead I went with Emma Frost again, and by far at this point she's pretty much the queen of RTA. I see not just myself, but a lot of the other players that I'm playing, she is at the top of the list. I mean, you're talking about the one character that decreases speed across the board for the enemy team coming in. She can help you win turn one in more cases than you would think. So, as of right now, if you're trying to, move through your RTA standings and just get through your dailies, making sure you're hitting your bottom or top pass, Emma Frost is definitely a must at this point. I see her all the time, and anytime I do see her and I'm not using her, I almost always lose. All right, so of course you already heard why Emma Frost is on this squad right here. I found this squad a bit unusual because I'm not using a protector at all. I do have a lot of speed manipulation, which I'm going to explain right now. Now, right away, the fastest character on the field so far, more times than not, is Lady Deathstrike. What's great about that is when she is paired with Emma Frost, she can right away take an adjacency and hit them for minus 20% speed bar right off the bat. That's a big advantage for other characters on the team, like Shang Chi here, Omega Red, and Cersei. It's a team-wide thing because this is my speed team as far as I understand it. And right now, Cersei runs pretty good with New Warriors. I absolutely 100% agree with that. And one of the reasons being is not only does she have a really cheap ultimate, that ultimate has speed bar reduction on it. So when I've been playing the New Warriors with her, let's say like in Doom 2, it's extremely useful because now you're decreasing the speed bar across the board, giving you more options in case something goes wrong, and keeping your choices very versatile in that moment. Also, she has a great special that stuns in key moments. You always want to keep that in your back pocket too. The copy function of her basic, I don't use as much, mostly because when you're dealing with characters like Cersei, who tends to move through her turns a little bit quickly because of the speed bar reduction and everything, pairing her with New Warriors because of Deathpool gets her extra energy more times than not, and so she's consistently reducing speed bar as you go. Now, I will say this about Cersei. Probably the tankiest controller I have ever played in the game. So far, my first choice for her was ISO Barrier real quick, and that's turning out to be one of the best ISOs for Cersei that I could possibly imagine. There's a couple different reasons. Ever since the ISOs came out, Barrier has kind of fallen into the background. And Barrier has always only been functional for a couple different types of characters. High evasion characters, HP, extremely high HP characters, and a mixture of the two, or very, very fast characters. And Cersei is very, very fast when it comes to her turn meter. Plus, she's very tanky, and she has a ton of HP. Now, you pair her up with Icarus, and it's I have, for Doom 2, I actually have Silver Surfer at 7 red stars. I don't think I'm putting Icarus in, but here's the big thing. I think I may actually do that depending on the red stars because the speed bar reduction has no real limitations. Like, it hits, it's gonna happen. Okay? And now you'll have two characters on a Mystic team that will be able to reduce speed bar in Doom 2 overall. That's huge. Especially considering that they're both considered Mystic, they're going to be getting a drain as well with their packages from a character like Deathpool. And when you're getting all those negative statuses out there from characters like Cloak and Dagger being a ton of piercing damage, you have this soup of damage that puts all those characters in such a sweet spot. Icarus isn't out yet, but I do know that when he smashes with his ult and he creates a kill, he goes again. Okay? Extrapolate that in terms of damage coming from Deathpool. Because when he does multiple targets, she's going to trigger. She immediately goes from one target to the next, just executing people nonstop. I mean, in Doom 2, that's when Icarus gets here, that's probably going to be the nail in the coffin for the Mystic section. Now, as of right now, I'm one-shotting my way through pretty easily in Doom 2 through the Mystic section. But with Icarus, I'm hoping he's a really good character. Now, being that he's theoretically has the highest HP in the game right now, he'll be able to heal an awful lot through his attacks. Yeah, I'm pretty positive too, because you're talking about a lot of big advantages for the Eternals for Cersei. Now, and the thing is, when you deal with characters that um, dabble in speed bar reduction, that's a monster move in a turn-based strategy game. And now you'll have two characters that do it overall. Like I'm pretty sure if we look at Icarus's kit right now, I'm pretty sure his is like a AoE battlefield thing too. I don't know why I don't have him hearted yet. Attack all piercing and reduce. Yep, it hits everybody. You're talking about a battlefield wild, regardless of how many characters are on the field, a speed bar reduction of almost 50%. Half of their turn meter is just flipping gone. It's just gone. That's assuming they don't die in the first place. It's one of the reasons why I save my promotion credits, my gold ones, a lot. And I saw Deathpool in there, and I could see how great Cersei was working. And I was like, you know what? I feel like the piercing damage and whatnot coming off of Deathpool is going to be absolutely killer with Icarus. As great as Silver Surfer is, I'm not sure I can pass up that amount of damage. And not only that, sustainability. They drain because of Deathpool. They're a mystic. They will synergize extremely well. That drops the value. I'm not happy about it, but it drops the value on Silver Surfer quite a bit. I mean, he'll still be useful in Dark Dimension, of course, because the Cosmic section, will work well with Silver Surfer and the rest of the characters that are involved in that. All right. Whew. Love talking Marvel Strike Force. Let's get back into the explanation for this team. So you already know, I've been talking about it. Cersei's reducing speed bar across the board. Okay, she doesn't do that before Lady Deathstrike though. So you go with Lady Deathstrike, she'll reduce a cone of speed bar. You need to place that in a very special area too. The damage won't be super high. Now she has a crit damage manipulator in her kit. It's one of the reasons why that I've gone with Striker. I do increase her overall damage. It'll help her bleeds, but it won't create a triggerable moment based on health. For example, one of the main ones that you need to look out for is Doom. You yellow line that man and he will flat out destroy your team, especially now that he has a 5th red star. Anybody that has him, he's going to destroy you. Doesn't matter. I've had some of the highest HP tough teams out there. There's not a lot of teams or characters for that matter that can survive that hit. That being said, Doom's not a very high value character to me. I use him nowhere. I mean, even in the tech areas, he's kind of useless because Ultron is so much more useful. Him and his bots. All right, so right away, also, you always have to have an ability block in real-time arena. You want to see my war defense? I can't really show you that right now because we're in the middle of a war, but generally speaking, not a lot of people want to touch it right away. So, yeah, we'll take a look at it. I mean, it's pretty much the gateway to hell, but we'll see if anybody's bothered trying. I'm a war defense type of player. So, like right now, if we move over... well, most of the teams are well over 1 million. So you got, your Weapon X. I've got my Mystic team, of course. Heroes for Hire. And my Shield team, Infinity Watch. symbiotes, astonishing X-Men, a little amalgam of some high sustaining characters there. Um, Black Order, and Fantastic Four. Of all of those teams, Fantastic Four's probably the one that's going to take the exit off my defense into my offensive squads. But the lineup, too, is a bit of a surprise. I don't care if anybody in Twitch world or YouTube sees that line. When you come at my defensive line, you just got to be ready. You're either ready or you're not. And it's set up so that even when you know what's there, you got to overcome the challenge of my defensive line. And I like that way of playing because I'm more of a one-shot, like, raid type of player when it comes to the overall game. It's one of my favorite strategies in this game. But rarely, I don't really see much in the game that I don't enjoy. I'm pretty much a Marvel Strike Force fanatic. But here it is. And Omega Red, obviously, every turn, his damage is going to be going up. And he's going to be healing himself with every single attack that he puts out there, including the trauma that I, generally speaking, use. What's great about Omega Red is, even though he's slower than most of these other characters, they do set him up to take his turn before a lot of the other characters will, as you'll see. But most importantly, he's got 2 different options for an ability block in case you mess things up, and sometimes that just happens. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into the runs for this episode of Today in RTA. This one should be really fun. I mean, I found it very interesting that I had a team that I was running with that didn't utilize Captain America Sam, honestly. Oh, this will be a good one. When you're dealing with a Weapon X program, you're going to want to try and aim for Omega Red as much as possible. I got a lot of speed bar reduction, so I'm not too worried. What do I want to avoid is Cersei's speed bar reduction. Let's see here. I'm actually probably going to save that special because they're about to run the board on some bleeds, and hopefully they survive long enough for me to be able to remove them. And here we go. Let's see if we can get Omega Red out of there. Ooh, that's not good. Wait, isn't he supposed to be healing with that basic? What happened? Oh, man, Cersei took a big hit. I might have to split her from Omega Red. I think that's the biggest problem with this comp that I have so far. And that's why Weapon X is so dangerous. I think what killed me on that one, though, was Cersei's positioning. Alright, let's analyze what he brought to the table here. We got 2 7 Red Star, Wolverine, and Sabertooth, and they're both rocking that ISO blue. Are they class 3? That's the one thing I don't see. I'd like to see that. We both swallowed up a ton of HP, though. I definitely need to move Cersei, though. I think Emma and Cersei just need to be on opposite ends. Wait, where? I forgot her number. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Make it easy. Alright, that's a big L on that one. My little black book. Alright, this one can get tricky. He has Brotherhood. I need to reduce Magneto down, otherwise that blind might actually hurt a lot. But Emma's there too, so that could be just as bad. I don't think he has the juice to take Doom down to yellow, so that's good. I do need to get that ability blocked in there, though. Oh, get out of here. You should be gone, Emma. Yeah, I know. I've been actually thinking about experimenting in Arena with Cersei for a bit. Whoa! Wait, whoa! Did I accidentally select Ant-Man? Whatever, I guess. It's not the team. I can't count this one now. How did that happen? That was weird. How did you sneak in here, Ant-Man? I'm gonna have to watch that footage. I have no idea how that happened, because I think I did exactly what I did now. Is filtered the selections. And there they are. Unless there's something fundamentally wrong with the game right now, which, you know, would not be out of the realm of possibility. Ooh. There's Doom again. Alright, no Emma, so I have the advantage here. I can't risk hitting Doom. Now I can redline him, though. Slow everybody down a bit. Let's see here, Shang Chi speed bar. Oh, great. Sam's gonna. Yep. I would have used his ult to get that speed bar. So Shang Chi's gonna run the board, probably do a ton of damage. Ooh, heal block. But I think I can wipe that. Oh, should have went for Shang-Chi. Should have went for Shang-Chi. Oh, that's gonna cost you, buddy. Let's see here. Let's wipe that heal block. Well, Sam's still got a really big resistance, especially with that defense up, although that's going to come in handy. All right. 1 for 1. We'll go back and see if we can do a better job of that comp. Oh, you're playing hide the toaster. Trying to play hide the toaster. Oh man, it's too many taunts. Darn it. Alright, that one's gone. Where did she get the taunt from? Let me know in the chat or in the comments below if you guys are watching this on YouTube. I don't know where Phoenix got that taunt from. They're trying... Oh, you know what they're trying to do? I should have seen this coming. They're trying to power up Doom. If I could just get... I don't have anybody that's going to be able to get to him. But he didn't get that extra energy, so he's got at least one more turn. Unless he uses it now. Alright, we gotta put a monkey wrench in that. Haha. Gotcha. And not today, Phoenix. This is when this has an ability block, right? Okay, good. Boop. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Now I tell you one thing, like I decided to go with like a full speed team yesterday, and I completely forgot that Doom was out in the wild. So I got my butt handed to me a couple of times trying to take down Doom without an ability block. Now, that is possible. I'm not going to say that it's not. But you really got to think about turn order on that one. Here we go. We got that blind coming in again. Oh my god! You got teal? Oh, I'm jealous. Commander Green, I know you. I've seen you around. I gotta keep... I gotta suppress... That blind goes, I'll be done. Shoot! I don't want to. Alright, that takes care of the blind. Ooh, Sabertooth, please don't hurt me. A 7 red star Sabertooth, yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Gotcha. But I think I'm still gonna lose. What was that ting? What was that ting?
So what's your number one? Is it a double bacon cheeseburger?
Don't know why I disconnected, but I did. So if you guys saw a little jump there, that's what that was. Or you're just on the other stream. So welcome back if you're still here. Oh! You got me, Green. I want to fight you again, actually. Let's see here. What could I have done here? I spent too much time trying to avoid the blind. But I had Emma here. I have got a lot of clears coming in. But would they have been handy at the beginning? I wonder if I would have had to just go all out to get these guys down. Like, going straight after Doom. I mean, yellow lining him right away is really dangerous. Green's also got 5 red stars here on Doom. So, he's probably rocking a full kit easily. I hope I run into green again. I want to try that again. I think I can get that. My Emma is less than stellar, though. I am not making excuses or nothing, but she's usually on the back burner in terms of development. Alright, we're dealing with the taunt right away. Alright, slowing down Jubilee is important. That blind is terrible. Not terrible in like a bad way. Terrible as in it messes up my plans a lot. Alright, Sam's gonna go first. He's gonna speed up Doom. I don't know if that's gonna help right away. I gotta see if I can work Jubilee and Bishop out right away. I gotta take the chance. Hopefully that Doom is not that weak. Weak would be bad because it would allow him just enough HP to get in range of his passive. You got me. Well, you got my Shang Chi. I think Shang Chi might need to go, man. Still got a little bit of time. Shoot! That's it. Pop goes the weasel. Even a 4 red star Doom would be dangerous on that one. Got so much speed bar right now, it's unreal. That one hurt. That one hurt my soul. What I do like about this, though, is I'm not getting blown out. You know, my team comp is solid. I kind of feel like Doom, I don't mean to put down Doom, but he seems to be only useful in, like, RTA or War, like in a PvP scenario. Like, you would think he would be really good in like raids and stuff. He's definitely not. I mean, he's powerful, but there are much better characters to put in his place. I won't use him, not in Doom 2 anyways. I mean, if I in a pinch I gotta finish off a node in Doom 2, like I couldn't get through. Like sometimes turn order and you make one small mistake in Doom 2, it's pretty much game over for your team. You either got to wait out the clock or you don't force it, because what happened the other day? I tried forcing a quit the other day, and I think they got they did a workaround for it. You see, this is the thing I'm talking about. This matchup should never have happened. Not counting that one, but I made it quick. I'm gonna give you a 30-second gazery. I'm not gonna put you through that again. The whole point of us being here together is to have fun. That's rule number 1 in gaming. That's what I say every episode. Speaking of fun, and this is not just advertisement. So Raid Shadow Legends asked me to do some stuff for. Oh, my bad. I've never played it before, but I do love hero collectors, and I've always been curious about the game, and so when I got this opportunity, I went ahead and did it. So if you guys are looking for a way to support the channel and just want to have some fun too, Raid Shadow Legends, the link I just put there in the chat, that'll take you to a download, play through tutorials and stuff like that. You may actually really like this game. I legit play this game every day now. It's super player friendly. I haven't paid a dime into it, even though I do plan on doing that, because as a rule, I believe any content creator that's covering a game, especially a mobile game that has transactions in it, is duty bound to pay into the game. Not for any other reason other than to have fun, but it's to keep the content moving. I've been on the design teams and things like that, and it's really cool to know that the fans love your work, but you can't do everything for free. In a perfect world, that would be awesome. And for artists and the other people like me that were involved in the process, we would love that too. One of the main things that the biggest problems in the workforce in the game industry right now is the fact that artists don't really care about anything other than the work. So there's nobody out there trying to protect them from the greedy money mongers that are out there. Now I'm talking about the ones that only care about whether or not their green arrow on their shareholder or investors list is pointed up and green. I kid you not. That's real. That's true. Oh, but I do have a clan also if you guys want to join that one. I just like the game so much that I figured it'd be really cool to have a clan to go with it. It's not like Marvel Strike Force where, you know, it's almost like you're signing away a piece of your life to actually be involved in your gameplay. You can go in, get the job done, do your dailies, have fun, develop your characters, and there's no huge investment that you gotta be stressed over about. Like here in Marvel Strike Force, even though I love this game that much, you gotta be here, like, for real. And you gotta swim your way through toxic alliances and everything like that to find the one that fits you. And even then, like, every now and again you gotta deal with just behaviors that aren't good for a gaming environment. You're here to stress release, man. You shouldn't be here, you know, catching crap from boss. I'm trying not to cuss. I am a perpetual potty mouth. I do know that some parents that do like the show, they watch with their kids and stuff, and they've mentioned it a few times. So that's why I try to control my cussing. Now, not that I'm swearing it off or bending the knee, but I'm just trying to be considerate. Commander Green, you're back. My moment of retribution is at hand. Will I be able to do it? My plan before was to try to go directly for Doom. I'll wipe the slate clear. Now, if she's blind, will she still be able to reduce speed bar? Does she have to make a hit? Oh wait, she wiped it. She clears the debuffs. Wait. Bink. All right. Ability block plus yellow line equals death. I got you this time, green. I hope. I just gotta stop Omega Red from doing stuff. I mean, not that Sabertooth ain't dangerous, because he definitely is. I feel my redemption at hand. Yes! Oh! How about them apples, Commander Green? That felt good. Anytime you take a loss, vengeance. And not only vengeance, but at a deficit. That was good. So, my plan there paid off. And what that was is reducing the speed bar. Now, I tell you what, Green, if you move Emma probably to where Magneto is, you could probably catch players like me and many more with that comp. Because I really needed to slow your Emma down so she wouldn't be able to clear the stuff I was putting out. And the bleeds finally took him out. That was great. I hope we get to fight again. I mean, let's see if that's legit. That legit works. Oh no, we're at 7. We only got a few more of these left. All right, here's one that I can reduce the speed bar on Deathpool and Cloak. Oh yeah, I'm gonna ability block the hell out of Cloak. I didn't trigger that evasion on Lady Deathstrike? What? Where does that go? Is that singular? I'll have to look at her special. I think Cloak's going down. I think the bleeds from Lady Deathstrike are very high in damage. Let's see here. Deathpool. Yeah. Oof, man. And what? Wow. Wow. God. Like, Mega Red is amazing. Not like, I'm just mean in general. I almost feel like I can put somebody better than Shang Chi in there. I think that maybe that might be my first experiment once this volley of matches is over. No, though, like those vulnerabilities are all but guaranteed. What would I be able to accomplish if I didn't use Shang-Chi? I mean, Captain America Sam would be probably my knee-jerk reaction to that. I would get a taunt, I'd get speed bar right away. I'd be able to get speed bar to characters right away after the fact. So if I put Captain America Sam on the end, well, he got energy too. Cersei would be able to act like an additional time. Man, I gotta kind of hope that... Oh, Sam's got energy. That's what you're trying to do here, Silent Hunter. I got a yellow line Doom now. Gotcha. You could take out my Shang Chi. He's just bait at this point. Shoot! He didn't go down. That's not good. Oh, I kind of need him not to die because that's going to speed them up. Thought you were going to get me. Thought you were going to get me. Oh yeah, and Emma and... Wait, you need to split that group up. You gotta split that group up. They're so susceptible to speed bar reduction. Ooh, God, Wolverine. Ooh, it's... I don't know, Shang Chi. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Wow. I gotta take a look at your comp here. I think I fought you a couple times already, I think. Man, Weapon X is so good. They're so good. The only problem with them is I think this particular comp is just I'm very, very weak against. A lot of great crit damage there. He's got the other than Omega Red. Oh, he's got a big. That's a big Omega Red. A big Wolverine to start, and that's a guaranteed crit on his special. So when he runs the board, that's vulnerabilities, baby. Man. Gobbled up 5.5 mil. I wonder how well that team comp would work against a Doom. I feel like the bleeds would take him down too far, and then his passive would trigger. Now, a big Omega Red like that, he's got to have probably 1.1 million health without bonuses. How do I know that? I have a 6 red star Omega Red. That's how I know. Like, without bonuses or nothing, and just his ISO, and I don't even have all the his ISO Blues Class 3 yet, and he's already at 964,000. With a 7th red star, it's probably actually, with the percentage boost, he's probably actually at 1.2, 1.3. It's a lot of damn health. Alright, that was a loss. And actually, that's it for today. So we got about 70%. We were 7 out of, we were 3 losses, 7 wins for a total of 10. Even with that handful, I actually got a much bigger percentage last night. I think there was a big problem in matching, because a lot of those fights were in. If I'm at what is that team at? Like close to 900,000. Yeah. at 900,000. I was fighting teams that were like 50,000. That's not great. But, you know, we just had a whole, like, you know, a whole handful of really good, tough fights. And I think 70% is a safe, credible way to look at this team comp. Let's play a little bit. Let's see what happens when I do put Captain America Sam in there. He's got energy, which should keep Cersei charged up in one way or another between her special and ult. But it's knowing what to do at that point. I think I want to... Shang Chi's got to go. He's getting focused out hard. Now, with a character like Captain America Sam, he might be a little more hardy. But those bleeds off a Weapon X are awfully tough. Alright, so... center is going to be first. I'm actually going to take Cersei and put her in the center. In case anybody goes auto, they'll have to go through her first. And then on the right side, I got Captain Sam. I plan on taunting right away. And after Sam, you got to go through Omega Red next. Who's my speed character? That's right, Emma. Let's see how this goes. I'm only going to do a few here because the show really is based on the comp that it came up with. This is a good test right here. Is this Commander Green? Hey, Green! What up, dog? Let's see if I can hit you up with this team. And let me see here. Is this clear? Yes, it does. Holy good God. I can reduce speed bar no matter what with her. And I'm going to get the jump. Probably... Let's see. Let's speed these guys up a little bit. Let's get the jump on them. Right? There we go. If I don't take... Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, good. That speed bar from Sam came in handy on this one. Yeah. That's the first time I could actually legitimately say I didn't need Shang Chi. And now some energy. Let's stop Sabertooth. That teal Sabertooth is deadly. Yeah. I think we found a comp to neutralize Green's order there. Honestly, if you're watching the show, man, like, move that Emma. Because I think a lot of teams are utilizing Weapon X right now. And that Lady Deathstrike is reducing speed bar for 3 of the major characters there. What? Are you having a conversation somewhere else and didn't realize it? Barracuda 88? Well, welcome to the channel, Barracuda 88. Alright, I think I'll try this one a couple more times. Seems to be really, really nice. Really, though, like, I can't believe I'm not using Shang Chi. Oh, we got a speed team. I'm gonna play Hide the Toaster. Ooh. No matter what, I gotta go through Jean Grey. What is Jean doing to get that taunt? I actually don't know. Alright, Doom. You're up, buddy. Speed bar. Oh, El Sausage. I've seen you around. Let's go, man. I got a yellow on that Doom. Damn it. I lost it. I think he might actually die from Lady Deathstrike. Yeah. She's that dangerous. This is quite effective. I gotta admit. I may have to I may have to test these guys out. I mean, that was 2 wins right away. I think I'm gonna try this new one, man. Maybe this will be the featured team. I tell you what, the last team comp that was on the show got 70%. Let's see what these guys can do. I'm having fun, and then that's the most important part. That's a good positioning. Yeah. That speed. You know what? Sam is still a speed character because of that speed bar on his ult, so it's working out quite nicely. Oh, that's right. My total time is a little bit different because my show got split into 2. That's a full Weapon X squad. This can either hurt or it's not gonna work. Gotcha. I was hoping to flip, but I wasn't sure if she could do it. Yeah, I knew you were gonna go. Alright, we gotta deal with this Omega Red, though. Otherwise, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, Cersei gets that extra really fast because of Sam. Wait, I didn't even taunt that time. It was the speed bar that got it. Yeah, man, that's a 3rd straight win there. This may replace today's team. We're aiming. The other team comp did 70%. So that's our mark. We need to win 7 times, or actually 8 times to beat. New money. All right, we're dealing with a Doom here, and he's sitting right next to Bishop. Am I gonna beat that Emma though? Maybe. Gotcha. And I yellow lined him. Perfect. Yo, that ult with the speed bar is starting to turn out to be my signature move there on RTA today. There we go. Good night. Ooh, boy. There, we got 4 on the books. No losses yet. What'd they gobble up? Well, 36 on a near 800. Their turn 1, turn 2 is devastating right now. You know, here's me thinking that not using Sam was a good idea. Alright, we got Shang Chi. Is that going to matter? Probably not. Why? I got him on speed bar reduction. And an increase in speed bar to me. As long as no one dies right now, and I don't think they got the damage for it. Those bleeds alone will... Oh yeah, he got the red line. There you go. Or the yellow is really the line. So now he can't do anything with his passive. I never, ever get Doom on this with Emma, so I'm not going to bother. But I'll slow everybody else down, even though Shang-Chi's going to run the board. What's that going to do? You're going to be able to stun me? Who are you going to stun? Stun Sam? I would have stunned Sam. Because he's going to pull a taunt right now. Ooh, goodbye, Doom. What? Oh, okay. Probably should have stunned Sam, but that was a good choice. That was a good choice. That was solid. Ooh, thank you, Sam. How many of these do I copy? Double vulnerability. Gotta give it to Sam. He's such a hardy character. Ooh boy, that's straight 5. I think we might have found the team of the day. Although between the two teams, I think almost all the weeklies are gone. In what, the short span that I've been on today? Okay, who's gone? Oh, there's that Commander Green comp. I'm calling it the Commander Green even though that says Guardian X. He's the only one that I've seen do this. And Emma is still grouped up with Omega Red and Doom. She needs to be able to clear out, man. Like, I'm about to do it right now. Speed bar. Alright, ability block. Yellow line. Thank you very much. Slow these guys down. Ooh, what can you do? Not bad. It's not bad. You got Lady Deathstrike here, so your crit damage is not going to be much. Alright, but we are going to try stunning Omega Red. Gotcha. That's 6. One more and we tie the previous team comp. Oh, he who are about to die, I salute you. Oh, he's trying to power him up. We gotta take care of that. Not today, Danny. Not today. What's she gonna do with that Shang Chi? 5 red stars, that's pretty decent. Oh, no! How did that happen? What did I do? I didn't get Omega Red going fast enough. I think you won. I think you won, Danny. Good job, bro. Oh, that was... Hey, you didn't do a good job. I messed up. I messed up. That's a big L. That one hurt. I need to click continue. I gotta redeem myself. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Let's go. And considering you're 100 grand deficit, more than 100 grand deficit, that's pretty good. Ooh, Doom! I hate that part of Doom. Like, just like you make that one mistake, man. He capitalizes on it. Like this team, you gotta move that Emma. You gotta move that Emma. Do not put them that close. You just gave me some supreme targets, and Guardian X is just going down. Like this one will work like clockwork. Yellow line with a bleed. Speed bar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, that's right. That always happens. I just can't let his speed bar get up there. Stun. Mega red. Taunt. Copy. Alright, last one. They've officially beaten the other team. I don't know if I should even count that other team. That other match. I made such a big mistake there. I just can't think of how in the turn order he took just enough damage. His power level must be just underneath the stronger version of that Doom. And he yellow lined at the worst possible moment. For me. For him, it was great. Danny won. I don't want to waste that special. Whew, all of a sudden I got serious there. Yeah, and I think, and look at that, like, dude, this is the day after the flip. Like, all the dailies and weeklies are just about done. Blitzes will probably take care of the rest of that. Alright, let's take a final look at this team comp that I do recommend if you have these characters that you go with. Now, I thought Captain America was a big mistake, but you know, sometimes it just comes down to when you make the right decision to do something, and this one's a predictable one, and it works really, really well with multiple teams that are out there. I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. Just rewind the stream and or video, and you can see for yourself. The original team, the only difference between this one and the original team is I was using Shang Chi. He's very, very effective in probably 95% of the time that you want to choose to put him on your team. But he was getting focused down an awful lot. Changing his position could have a different effect, especially in the psyche of people who are making choices on where to go in the fight. But here I put in Captain America Sam instead. He is another speed, a very high value like RTA character because he does manipulate speed bar. And what he does is he gives his team speed bar instead of reducing it across the field or anything. So it was pretty much the inverse of what's going on here, or my original purpose was to take as much speed bar or in as much speed as possible away from the enemy team. And Captain Sam is extremely hardy also, so it worked out in my favor. Now, in turn order, I think, is where I really shined in this team comp. Because, you know, originally my biggest problem is that Shang Chi is too strong. And in comparison to other powerful characters like Omega Red and Lady Deathstrike, it was producing too much damage on Doom to the point where he would yellow line or red line into his HP pool too deeply without an ability block. The way to take down Doom in any scenario is make sure he has an ability block, his speed bar is low, and you yellow line or red line him with the ability block on. When you do that, his passive will trigger, he'll get that energy and whatnot, but he can't do anything with it, and that's your chance to take him down. And generally speaking, anywhere in the game, you can get that to happen whenever you see Doom. The only time that you might have a little bit of an issue with it would be during Alliance Wars if you see him on defense. Depending on the bonuses, it might push his HP a little bit too far. Also, in War, you should be using Shang-Chi on your defense to begin with, along with other heroes for hire. But if you are using him on offense for multitude of reasons of, you know, being that you just don't have those other characters, you know, you might be too new or a mid-level character, you just don't have the team comp to put together for a defense. Even a really low-powered heroes for hire defense team, generally speaking, will be very, very strong. And if you're in that scenario and you're lucky enough to have, or you worked hard enough in the right areas to have heroes for hire on your defense with your alliance at that level, you'll be unstoppable at that point until your alliance members all catch up to that same point or start creating teams to take them down. But beyond that, I do highly recommend this team. I'm going to go through real quick and give you the reasons why this team comp was very, very successful towards the end of this video. Starting with Emma Frost. Queen of RTA as far as I'm concerned. She reduces the speed of the enemy team by 10%. That's huge to winning turn 1. Right away, you have the fastest member of this team, which is Lady Deathstrike, and her special is ready right away, which reduces speed bar to a cone or adjacency to a minimum of about 3 players unless you get pinned, where you can only do 2, but 2 to 3 players, you're reducing their speed bar by 20%. Soon after is Cersei. Now, Cersei's speed is just enough to the point where if anybody's doing any negative effects that are out there to your team, putting debuffs on your team, she has another speed bar reduction, and that will reduce speed bar by 25%. Now, here's the very important detail about her ult. Yes, it's clearing negative statuses off your team, but she does it first. That's important to realize right away, because even if, like you saw in this particular session, Magneto was out there and he placed a blind on Cersei, you don't got to worry about that. If you have your ult ready, she will clear the blind before she goes out to the field to use her ult. So you will get that speed bar reduction, and that's another 25% speed bar reduction. Now, in that area, you got Captain America Sam, who is also just slow enough to come in after something happens and give, as he, at this point, you're getting a possibility of about 3 or 4 characters that will go before Captain America Sam, and that's a good thing because they've already used up their speed bar, and he can come in and replenish that speed bar in a very large chunk and allow them to go again. And if it goes beyond that point, he's going to have a taunt. He's going to be providing more energy to this team, allow Cersei to get another speed bar reduction, allow Lady Deathstrike to get her ult off really fast and another speed bar reduction. And let's not mention, let's not forget about Omega Red, who's got 2 ability blocks in 2 different areas of his kit, his special and his ult. So you got plenty of chances to get that Doom even if you make a mistake. So here's that team. All my weeklies are pretty much done. There's only one left. Take it how it is. This team got about 80% win ratio. If you have these characters, I do highly recommend that you do use them, because remember, when you manipulate the speed bar or the speed on the field, it almost doesn't matter what your power level is. Of course it does, and you should always build have a balanced team on the field. But you use what is available to you. That's the most efficient way to do anything. And here you go. I hope you enjoyed your time today. I definitely did. I had a ton of fun on this one. If you did, please consider following me right here on twitch.tv/Justice3Gaming. If you're a bigger fan of YouTube and you're catching me there, don't forget to like this video, please, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Comment on something about this video if you don't mind, and turn on that notifications bell so you know when I'm uploading the latest episode of Today in RTA with me, Justice. Until then, I wish you all passion, love, and gaming. And please, please, please never forget rule number 1 of gaming, and that's you go where the fun is. And that's what I've done here today. Thank you again for coming by, and I'll see you guys on the next show.